good. And I've got this useless backup of your voice going. So,
All right.
right? Uh, welcome to the podcast.
Yeah. Well, last time I checked, most podcasts are broadcasted live or something, but whatever.
Uh, or at least you record it, and then you send it to your Patreon subscribers like a week early. Then everybody else gets it on time.
What an
Uh,
incentive.
yeah, give me $10 a month, and I'll give you free podcasts early
I mean,
of me and my bros talking about nothing.
is it really free if you're paying $10 a month for it? Think about it.
$10 a month for free podcasts early.
Really makes you think, huh?
Uh, so this is the definitely not academically spurred podcast.
I can feel the academics flowing through me already.
Even though like we don't have to we don't have to be censored or anything. Like it's without going into too much detail at the moment, it doesn't matter what level of intellect we showcase in this.
You're giving me too much power. I could just So you're saying I could be just a
Yeah.
complete doofus.
The idea is that we actually show our personality like more. At the end of the day,
Personality.
this podcast is supposed to be showcasing us like as individuals.
I don't know if I want to showcase myself to your classmates
Yeah.
or your teacher or whoever.
Don't worry, it's just the one. I I'm withholding just enough information to not weird you out and or make you more likely to do whatever.
Well, it's too late.
Very cool.
I'm already
Bas-
weirded out. I
Yeah,
feel gross. I've got
yeah, I know.
tingles.
Same. I mean, yeah, even I'm not a. it's it's also very much so like we would never unironically record a podcast,
Yeah,
which is
I feel like that might be an issue
I
here.
mean, but I think this particular medium genre, if you will, is good though because it's like just us talking.
Wow,
It's
that's
like the
a
video games
astute
without the fun part.
observation. Podcasts are just people talking. Did you know that? Did you know that when you load up a
You know,
podcast, it's just people talking?
no gaming. Gaming fun fact. Did you know podcasts? Sound theory. With
I
yeah.
feel really bad for the hypothetical Patreon donors that are paying $10 a
Uh,
month to listen to this early, because
uh,
god dang, we do
well, we have
not
to.
know.
You
What?
know what? We have to talk about something really relevant, like at the moment, so that way it's worth
Okay,
it that they're getting
all
it
right,
early.
okay. Um, Obama. Wait,
You that's so that's so with the times that it actually already is in the past.
dang it.
You're too early.
Or,
Um, didn't Half-Life 3 happen recently?
oh well, they did announce a new Half-Life title, but it is not
It's
Half-Life
not.
3. It is.
It's
It's just
Half-Life Alexa.
yeah, Half-Life Alexa. It's the sequel to Alexa Skyrim. No, it's like some weird in-between title between 1 and 2, like a pseudo prequel. Just a nice slap in the face to everyone who's been waiting 12 years for another Half-Life entry. Because it's VR exclusive. So,
I shouldn't. I
yippee.
shouldn't try to. Yeah. I shouldn't try to type in stuff while I'm listening to you because I just typed into Google half title Alexa.
That's it, you've got it.
Only
You nailed it. Good job, bud.
one of three words got through. The other two. Really mangled. All right, we're in. Okay, so Alex, it is a fictional female. I got that much correct.
Yeah.
Question
Mm-hmm.
mark.
Question. Yet
Alex Alex Vance.
is confirmed
Uh,
not real. You are correct.
um, so yeah, we would ideally talk about that, but I literally haven't even seen what it is yet. I've just heard that it's VR,
You also don't.
but now I have the trailer pulled up.
You don't partake in the first-person shoot-ulers. So I mean, there's that too.
There's yeah, except for uh
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
well, I guess if you play Mario Kart 8 in first person mode and
Shut up.
shoot a
That
red
doesn't
shell at the
count. No. I.
I'm seeing what's happening here. All right, I have absolutely nothing to say about this.
That's okay. It's all right.
All right, so now we've covered the hot new things,
Wow, we're
the
so
news.
relevant now.
If
Now,
you're week early content,
yeah,
you
now all
get
the
the
people who,
most.
now all the people who aren't watching a week early will have outdated stuff by the time it releases. It's
Yeah,
it's to encourage people
yeah,
to subscribe to our Patreon model.
yeah. It, yeah. If you. Oh
What?
wait, they already did. So yeah, that's about. You just want to keep people coming back. So now that we've discussed the trailer that's been out for like a week, oh, like closer to 2 weeks probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was November 20th. Cool. Next conversation topic.
Yeah. Wow.
Uh,
This is really
um,
really hard hitting stuff
yeah,
here.
this is really good. Yeah,
I'm kind of
it's okay. I have a couple. I'm saving up some good questions, but it's like different types of questions
yeah, you
than us talking about random bull.
yeah, you better save them up cuz we're only 7 minutes in and we've already run out of material.
Good. Good. This will be a short one.
Oh.
Yeah. Uh, we could talk about the new YouTube policy.
Oh my goodness. That is actually really
Um,
scary and it's unfortunate that there's really not that many people talking about it or at least
uh,
not as many as there should be.
for those of you faithful listeners who don't know, the new the new YouTube policy is COPPA, the
Yeah,
child. Hold on,
it's the
it is the child something
online privacy uh, ch- Child's Online Privacy Protection Act or something like that.
alliance
Basically this,
association.
yeah, it basically originated because Google was collecting analytics off of like YouTube Kids videos that they knew that they shouldn't have been, because that's illegal to gather information off of kids for targeted ads. So the FTC was like, no, you can't do that. So they the funny thing about this is COPPA already existed. It originated in like 98, somewhere in the 90s, and it gets updated every 10 years. It wasn't due for another update for another couple years, but they decided because of this Google fiasco to just go ahead and do it now. They were being pushed by these lobbyists for like, people who
The
don't want their
threats.
child's internet search history collected so they can be
People
advertised the
who
newest Nikes.
so people who just can't parent their kids properly.
Exactly. That is basically what this boils down to. Is it is a very harsh, very strict set of vague guidelines. Um,
Yeah, very
there's
harsh on the creators as usual. They're
yeah,
not like,
it's simultaneously
genuine.
super vague but also super awful, um, and it just
Uh,
boils down to people do not know how to regulate their children's internet. They just think, oh, it's YouTube Kids, oh whatever, and they just let them have fun. When in reality, the YouTube Kids algorithm is not all that great at filtering out content that shouldn't be on there. And that's another part of the
apparently,
story. But
apparently, YouTube Kids, like, I watched a video on this, but like you mentioned it before, but you're not supposed to specifically advertise to kids like during programming. And you got some people like the Paul brothers, I guess, who do that in their videos. But like I don't know how the ads on YouTube Kids work
Yeah.
and like how legal that's supposed to be. But this is presumably, is this the first time that COPPA's been updated with YouTube
In
like
a
existing?
in a while, I think so. Yes. But
'Cause YouTube was like 2008.
it's it's odd because yeah, you have these YouTube Kids channels where a lot of them will, advertise fake giveaways to bait kids into subscribing to their channel. Lots of stuff like that. And it's just really scummy practices. And that's kind of hard to regulate, which is where COPPA comes in. Um, and COPPA is a really robust set of stupid, vague rules that are basically it's basically being set in place to punish content creators that are creating quote unquote kid oriented content, which according to COPPA itself is a lot of things.
And if you violate the rules, if you say your video's not for kids and they think it is, you get the $42,000 $530
Yeah.
fine.
Oh my god. Yeah, here, let me pull up my cliff notes on it. Hold on, because I made some when this was first
Yeah.
like getting broke. Um,
Screenshots, but on my phone.
Let me see. So, right, the big takeaways from this whole COPPA thing. Um, there are a lot of different subject matters, very loosely defined subject matters that automatically will make a video considered deemed for kids. Anything to do with cartoons or animation at all, even if it's just animation in the title of the video, will automatically be flagged as kid friendly. And stuff like sports, pets, fantasy, video games, just entire categories of things. Like,
Entire like staples of entertainment.
yeah. So
Uh,
if your video is about these things, then it is liable to be considered kid friendly according to the FTC.
if you have, even if it's kids jokes or
Oh
just
yeah.
music, I like how music is like just the word music. If you have music,
Yes, yeah, the one of the points, quote for, line for line, audio content appealing to children, e.g., simple or popular tunes or songs, cartoon voices, childlike noises and sound effects. That is all the audio content that is deemed, kid
uh,
friendly. So if your video contains these
yeah,
things, it's liable to be considered kid friendly. And what happens?
because there's definitely no overlap
No, not
where
at
you have
all.
anything for grown-ups that has anything remotely visually or aesthetically appetizing. We don't do that for
Never, ever,
grown-ups.
ever. Adults watch videos about gray colors
Great,
with dial-up
great paint
noises.
drawing.
Yeah. So,
Just power electronics in the soundtrack.
so when your video is considered or it's marked as for kids, the video will have no notifications. There will be no comments, so no comment section at all. You cannot search for the video, and it won't come up in the recommended tab or anything like that. And it will make about 90% less revenue because of the removal of targeted ads.
Well, how does that work to where something if something is kid friendly, it does that?
You know
I
what?
thought it would be the opposite.
Yeah, I have no clue why it's that way. My only guess would be that I no, I don't even have one. I don't know. But that
Does it
that
go to YouTube Kids instead? Like, is it only in YouTube Kids?
no, this is applying to YouTube as a whole.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
And I
why would you not get? Why would you get 90% less revenue if you're marking it for kids? Like, I thought they're trying to appeal to kids and
Well,
get
it's
these videos to the
because
kids.
marking it as for kids removes the potential
Uh,
for the video to contain targeted ads, which is basically just
see,
playing ads that Google suggests to you based on the data it collects from your internet search history and all that
uh,
jazz. Because it's illegal to do
so
that to children.
won't play any ads for kids, even though we already get kids ads on YouTube a lot. So what are those marketed towards?
I don't know. So the thing that about this is that content creators are liable to determine whether their video is for kids or not based on these guidelines. But the FTC will also be examining videos, and they will also determine whether they should be marked for kids or not. And if they find a video and think that it should be marked for kids but it isn't, then that content creator is liable for a $42,000 fine per violation. So each video that the content creator makes that they didn't mark for kids but the FTC thinks it should be, $42,000 fine.
I still haven't wrapped my head around how big of a number that is.
It is crazy
Like,
because
for one thing.
that's probably more money than some people will see in a lifetime. And
Or, yeah. Or most people in the US, like a year.
yeah, it's absolutely bonkers. Um, so
I
the tricky part is you would
I
think
put her
like you would think
channel.
that like some sort of like Boy Scouts honor rule would be in place here. Like, I solemnly swear that this video is not for children and it should not be watched by anyone under 12. No, it doesn't work like that because the subject matters are so broad. You could be shouting the goddamn letting a couple flip words fly, playing Call of Duty Black Ops 12, killing people, but because it's video games, it might get marked as for kids. Because I'm guessing that a lot of the people that are going to be going through all this YouTube content are going to be going just off of thumbnail and title alone.
It's gonna
So
be people who don't know anything about
exactly,
the internet.
it's people who are
These experts.
completely separated from the internet, the quote unquote boomers, if you will. Uh,
Great.
there we go. Just got to make the video. Got to make this podcast more relevant.
Now we're relevant and or dated.
Nice.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't understand why. Like, it seems like they haven't thought it through or something. Like, they just think that everything that's remotely, visually appetizing, like we're trying to manipulate kids or something. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Yeah.
really don't know. Rumor has it that a lot of the stricter penalties of this COPPA rule are actually being implemented by YouTube themselves, in order to create a large amount of pushback against it, so that the rule gets modified, so YouTube can get away with putting targeted ads on kids' videos again, even though they know it's illegal.
That sounds, I don't know. Are they that smart, I guess?
I
Are they that
It's
clever?
possible. I would say it's within the realm of possibility, honestly.
It's more possible than the Sonic movie creators not wanting it to be successful at first, because they already came out and said that they wanted the design to like appeal to a wider audience, so they knew it wouldn't work with the fans, but they never said they specifically try to like sabotage anything. But people were saying like, oh, they specifically.
I Yeah, I was one of those people. I kind of thought it was part of a publicity stunt, so that they had this trailer with a really awful design. That way they could turn around and get everyone's praise when they quote unquote fix it. But it seems that that's not the case, which is even sadder.
It was unintentional. Well,
Yeah,
intentional in that they knew it was. They knew fans would hate it according to them, but they were like, "Oh, wider audiences will like it."
but it just
They didn't figure out that that's how the internet works, where the fans are kind of the most important demographic, even if they're not the largest,
it
because
boggles
they affect everyone else.
it just boggles my stupid baby brain that they would try to appeal to anyone other than the fans, because who in the current year of our Lord and Savior in 2019 is thinking about Sonic other than Sonic fans? And why would anyone go to see a movie about a video game character that they're not familiar with?
The '80s, but without the '80s.
I
Bring
don't.
that nostalgia back for the new kids who have never had it.
But the only people who have nostalgia for Sonic are the ones who still play Sonic games today.
The people who the design matters to.
Exactly.
Good job. I'm glad that we're consistently getting people who are completely inept in positions of relative importance, to say the least.
I don't understand it. I really don't. I I can't tell if it's out of touch producers just, so disconnected from their target audience that they think that just doing what the hell ever will end up roping people in, or I video game movies are cursed. They really should just stop trying.
Or get different people on, because once they actually got the person who was a Sonic fan and who worked on like Sonic Mania, who like rose his way up to that point. Like he's the one who redesigned the model apparently,
Oh,
and now people are like, "Oh, this is a really good model." And it's like, "Oh, somebody who actually cared about the franchise worked on it. Who would have thought?"
what a crazy concept. That's wacky. Who'd have thunk it?
No, that's just toxic fanboy mentality.
You just want it to be the exact same as every other Sonic thing. You're just
Yeah,
shut up.
yeah. You're just afraid of change.
Yeah. What if this is the new generation of Sonic? Get over it, you neckbeard, basement dwelling loser, stupid idiot
Yeah,
Dumbo.
yeah. This isn't for you anymore.
This thing that you like, uh, it's not for you anymore. So
For
okay,
kids,
thanks.
it's for kids.
It's for, well, it was Sonic ever not for kids?
Uh, it was edgier than like Mario. It's like for the slightly older kids.
This ain't your dad's video game mascot.
We don't do we don't do old fat guys here. We got young, lean, fast boys.
Yeah, chili dogs.
Yeah, with like diabetic lifestyles.
I mean,
Uh,
I get, yeah, probably.
yeah, I mean, he's living the ideal trash lifestyle, but he's still like the fastest thing alive.
Look, to be fair, we don't know how Sonic's digestive system works. We don't know what his metabolism rate is. It
You should
could.
have read the manga.
Oh, oh, you're right. Dang it. I can't.
One of the like three different comic series
I'm such a fake
where they
fan.
have extensive lore.
I need to get me some of that Sonic lore. That's what I'm after. I need lore. I need lore in my video game about a fast-running blue man.
Oh, man, that's a lot of credit.
Okay, all right.
It's
Hedgehog. Sorry. Although he resembles a man more than he does a hedgehog.
a bipedal figure that resembles a human in everything but anime hair,
Here we
which they
go.
have cleverly
Uh,
used as a hedgehog.
Now we're
Question
talking.
mark.
Market that. Put that on a poster.
Yeah.
That'll get some ticket sales going.
Yeah, I guess one final thought on Sonic's design is he was like a precursor to all the cool anime protagonists,
In a
with
way.
spiky hair.
Well, I don't know if he was a precursor as much as he was a byproduct of that time, because that
Yeah.
was the '90s. You had like, your edgy animes like Bleach and whatever going on at that time.
Yeah.
But either way, yeah, it definitely was the more like epic, edgy counterpart to Mario, the contemporary family man.
Family Man Mario.
It's like Home Improvement versus The Fresh Prince.
Yeah. That's some contemporary references for the kids.
Man, if this is this am I making this relevant yet?
Yeah, it's vintage. You just gotta tag it as vintage. It's a vintage podcast.
Hashtag vintage. Throw a filter over the audio to make it vintage.
Yeah. Have crusty pops everywhere. You can label it as ASMR too.
Nice. Yeah. Get a nice ASMR podcast going. Get
Yeah,
it.
I don't.
You need a binaural mic for that. That way you can really get the
I've got like a mono.
You got to get the 360-degree feeling of being assaulted by someone with a pair of scissors that's attempting to give you a haircut while
Mic.
whispering.
The most uncomfortable thing in the universe.
I don't get the ASMR thing. Most of them are just really weird scenarios for the most part. Like, yeah, again, lots of them are haircuts, and then
Precarious scenarios too.
all right, I'm gonna cut right above your eyebrow here. Don't move. Oh my god, you idiot! You moved. Oh my god, I just snipped your whole eyebrow off.
Situations where you wouldn't relax in real life. So if
Yeah,
you're trying to emulate the situation, I don't know. It feels like emulating it less.
yeah, because I have a feeling that the type of people who watch ASMR videos would not be the type of people to chat up a nice, friendly conversation with their barber. Maybe,
Just
maybe I'm drawing conclusions here, but you know.
only people I've known that I think actively found out watch ASMR unironically are little kids.
Oh,
Huh.
hmm.
I mean,
Uh,
well,
I mean, I
there you
always,
have
I always thought it catered to like fetishists or whatever, but I guess kids probably works more.
it too. But then again, like everything does that.
Yeah, I guess that's just kind of it's a universal rule now.
Yeah.
Nothing is sacred.
There's apparently there's apparently like a bunch of different rules. Like they're the big ones that you hear about, like 34 and 63, but
Those
like
are
62 other rules at least.
that man that sure is numbers. I'll tell you what.
I went to college. All right. Next topic.
Oh boy.
Great.
Pull out the old
Uh,
PDF.
right. Moving slightly more personal. How was your day?
It was a day, you know. I just went to work and worked on some 3D modeling stuff while I was there. Nothing.
Make no mistake, that's not your actual work.
Yeah,
That's just
no. Oh, yeah, no. Totally not my actual work.
'cause you apparently work at an appliance place.
Oh, well,
Wow.
I sell the propanes. I fill the propane bottles. I'm like
Just a
that.
propane store.
I'm like that Hank Hill character. Yeah, no. It's just some rinky-dink propane store out in the middle of nowhere. So we hardly have any customers. So
Is it
I
literally only propane?
yeah, no, it's only propane. So
Oh. I at least thought you were like selling like chainsaws or something.
I used to. That was my other
Huh.
job because it's owned by these two brothers, and one of them owns the propane side of a company, and the other owns like lawn equipment. I used to work at
The
that,
legacy,
but yeah,
family heritage.
the
That's
the duality of man, propane and lawnmowers.
uh, I wish they had some fitting last name or something. Uh, Clipper.
Clipper.
Ron and John Clipper.
Do you think
And
people
I guess
do you think people who do lawn care for a living live and die by the blade? That's an anime
uh,
joke. That's like a weeb joke.
I think I got that much.
Shut up.
It was slightly weird because it was coming from you.
Oh,
I was like, I expected such of like Kyle or Mitchell, but not you. Had to do a double take.
oh.
Yeah. Uh, I've just got a bunch of I'm gonna say finals, but really I just have a bunch of projects to do on the next week.
Is this
All
one
of
of them?
college is. in a week and a half.
Is this one of your projects?
No,
Your
this is
college
like a third of one of my projects, or a sixth of it, depending on how you slice it.
college mandated
Like, to
podcast?
be fair, we got Liberty where I was able to choose the 3 different things I wanted to do, and also the paper that we did before I got to choose. I've been making it about the stupidest crap. 'Cause, it's me.
John Madden.
Yeah. Uh, but yeah, this is the easiest of the things I have right now.
I would figure, talking aimlessly about stupid uh, bull cockery is probably the easiest of the things you have to do.
See, so
What?
and we're already decently through it.
Wow, look at us
Uh,
go. We can have a conversation. That's
and
whack.
before and before my teacher's like, oh, this podcast is too long. I can't watch this. I'll listen to this while doing my whatever teachers do.
Listen to this while they're trying to go
He's
to
not my
sleep because
target
it's so boring.
audience. And that was a different teacher that assigned me that Plinkett video earlier this semester.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty great. You know, he's like he goes through various phases of being like annoyingly like stereotypically woke, but like every now and then he does stuff that I'm actually on board with. This is he's a cultured person.
He's got his third eye open.
Uh, Also, is that delay my voice coming through to you? Like, do I sound like I'm more than one person?
No.
Okay, good. I think it's just because I'm wearing headphones,
You,
or else you would hear like your voice coming through to me and stuff too.
you sound like you're less than
But
a
the delay doesn't
person.
matter because
No, there's not really a delay. Sometimes you'll cut in and out like in between words, but it's not anything major.
yeah, do that all the time.
What?
All right, here we go. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Oh, uh-oh. Okay, so I'm gonna pretend that I did a really good section.
Wait,
Right?
what? Hold on. You cut out. Come on, Josh, you gotta pick up the dead air. What's going on?
I thought you were like doing something.
No, you cut out, and then I thought you continued to cut out.
It just ceased. Uh, right. So, like I said, pretend I did a good segue into this section. Now I'm going to talk about us four as a friend group.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, but I'm not going to ask any like super basic questions.
All
I'm going
right.
to probe some like deeper thought about us, if that makes sense.
Uh-oh.
This
I
is why
have
I'm
to use my
interviewing you and not some random Joe off the street.
I have to use my brain.
So, let me look. I've got a list of like 6 different hard-hitting questions.
That's like more than 3.
Yeah, but I mean,
Dang.
like, they're worth half a good question.
Okay.
So, our first question. This is like the part of the podcast at the end where they look at like the community comments, section. Except I came up.
Wow, that's less interesting.
So, maybe if you get your get your game on with these questions. Substantial following for the next one.
Oh boy.
So, in regards to our friend group, why do you think that we have such a weirdly particular sense of humor?
Um, yeah, no, that's definitely weird. Um, I think it's because we all come from backgrounds that are different yet kind of the same. We all kind of have similar umbrella hobbies that we can connect over, but we all partake in different, sub facets of that. Like, video games, for example. You play mostly Nintendo games. Kyle plays kind of a mix of stuff. I play mostly first-person shooters, and Mitchell does his own anime visual
No,
novel thing, whatever. But it's because we're all able to borrow from these different things, yet somehow make jokes that we all get. It's a lot of it has to do with, like, I would say a lot of our jokes come from deconstructing things that we're all familiar with in a way. It's kind of weird.
kind of maybe like picking apart things and kind of making fun of them.
Yeah, that
And
mostly that. Yeah.
very like to an outsider, a very unsophisticated manner.
Yeah. There's always at least 3 to 4 different layers of irony or whatever being applied to all of our humor at any given
Yeah,
time. So it's very obtuse to anyone who isn't in on the joke.
I think we're actually like we're like fully evolved. We're like this is what humor is going to look like in 50 years.
We're so ahead of the curve that no one can even recognize it.
Uh, we've completely removed ourselves from society by being so ahead of it. And I guess that kind of thing is true to some extent with most people, but maybe I'll blame it on like I think if Kyle wasn't in the group to begin with, it wouldn't be as weird. But since Kyle is so particularly weird in his mannerisms, I think that helps.
Yeah, Kyle definitely has the most unique, to say the least, kind of behavior, which creates this really interesting dynamic because, like, Kyle will find jokes funny, like you can tell, but like when you get him to laugh, it just
It's an accomplishment.
yeah, because he doesn't do that all that much.
Yeah.
And
He'll
he won't say all that much either most of the time, but when he chimes in, it always it always seems like the most perfectly weird thing to say.
it's kind of he's kind of at the peak of the evolution chain here.
Yeah, he's definitely a couple steps ahead of us.
Uh, Sometimes, even though when I talk to him a lot, he's like, "Yeah, I'm just kind of lonely in life, and if I didn't have you guys as friends, I'd probably like never find another."
I kind of yeah, I kind of feel the same way. Like I had friends in high school, but pretty much after I graduated, I like haven't really talked to any of them.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I guess there's like the term high school friends that applies to that. But even,
Yeah, I guess I
like,
suppose.
uh, oh, there goes that. That was sketchy, but yeah, I guess they. Yeah, other than that, like if Kyle wasn't in the group, like I used to be the biggest like normie, like nerd,
Like the type
like
to watch Big Bang
well,
Theory.
I don't know, maybe I got too deeply ingrained in our friend group like before that show got popular. See the alternate timeline where I just get like into Big Bang Theory, and I'm like the biggest Big Bang Theory. word of all time.
You just walk around saying bazinga.
Yeah. Like Sheldon is my role model. But okay, there you go. See, that's a question. We already did it. See, we did one question.
Nice.
Yeah, what's your favorite meme that we have that probably isn't a thing elsewhere?
Um,
Accepting multiple answers.
that's a tough one because we have a lot of different little recurring
Kind of
jokes like that. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of ones in specific. Hold on.
yeah.
Uh, Probably just the way we'll reference like pop culture phrases, but like when they're horribly dated, like very obviously, and like whenever Kyle chimes in and just says like "fam," it like what? It's just like what are you doing? And um,
Uh,
let me see. I'm trying to think of like
more specific
yeah,
ones.
actual specific examples. I'm
With
racking
me, it
my.
was
Hmm?
I tried to do this the aforementioned paper that I'm basing this off of.
Mm-hmm.
It was very silly. I felt very silly writing a college paper about
I can imagine.
it. Let me explain the intricacies of Fortnite.
Oh my god.
My loud water bottle.
Water bottle noise. Activate.
Then it's ASMR.
Water bottle ASMR.
Here, let's see if this comes through.
Nice. Getting some wet sploosh sounds there. It's like I'm really in the Gulf World splash zone now.
Yeah.
Oh god. Um I
Here,
think
ASMR section. Now back to our Q&A.
I think there's one recurring gesture that we have where someone will do like the boy hand gesture, like the like one hand flat on the other hand's palm, like pointing. And whenever one person does that, everyone else will do it back for some reason. And it's like
Basic form of greeting.
yeah, it's like going back to that horribly dated like trendy
Yeah.
culture.
I mean, we kind of picked up on the whole dad situation while that was so fresh.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
there's that.
it doesn't have to be outdated. I just think it has to be something pervasive enough that we
Yeah.
can, like, we know each other like hates it, but we just do it without even saying it's a joke in any on any level, and we just understand that it's a joke.
Yeah, yeah. We have that hive mind going on.
Uh, we may do everything that somebody unironically doing it would do physically, and the heart that counts. Just we're role playing.
We're LARPing.
We're LARPing as despicable human beings.
Our true selves.
Well, what's your quick thoughts on LARPing being mandatory in future schools?
What?
Like, like kids. Like I've heard people from my major. Like LARPing has to be like you have to take a LARPing class like in elementary school. You got to get that
No.
hands-on.
No. D- Kids will do that on their own when they go like play pretend or whatever. They don't need a class for
Like,
that.
like playing with toys class.
Yeah, you don't need a class for that.
I don't know. Maybe we'll reach a point as a society where like kids are they're so invested in Fortnite Mobile that they don't ever LARP anymore.
No, no, Timmy. Timmy, the way you're playing with your toys is wrong. That's not socially acceptable. Do it like this. See,
Yeah,
Jimmy, he's doing it right.
yeah. All they know how to do are the Fortnite dances. They don't actually
They
know.
make their action figures do the Fortnite dances.
Yeah, we have to like reintroduce them to the concept of like the Wild Western
I
where
don't.
versus bad guys
I don't know. I think
like
Fortnite is starting to fade out of the popular
yeah,
hemisphere a little bit.
yeah, which maybe means it's less funny to make fun of. Maybe
May-
not though.
Mayhaps. I don't know. I don't make the
Yeah,
rules.
yeah. Vintage one soon.
Huh?
Uh, uh, okay, right. We basically answered that one. I mean,
Cool.
for the record, for me, I think it's we always call each other like son or dad, sir, like any of these like what would you call that? Pronouns. Those aren't even pronouns. These titles
Titles.
are titles. That's uh. Ooh, I've got a spicy question.
Okay.
So, hitter, this is like a you could potentially like infringe.
Uh oh.
So, what's your favorite part of each person in the group, and then what's your least favorite part of each person in the
Um. You
group?
know.
This is spicy.
Huh. My favorite and least favorite part of each person in the group. Hmm.
Wrong answer.
Uh. Yeah. I guess so. Oops. Um.
Also, don't worry about. I don't need to tell you this, but don't worry about hurting anyone's feelings.
Yeah. No. I'm not. Like.
And,
Yeah. I'm not concerned about that all that much. But.
I mean, we do that plenty enough in our group.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm. I mean, I'm really hard pressed to think of any least favorite qualities of anybody in particular. I think
So
Mitch.
nice.
I think there's only a few that I could think of off the top of my head. Sometimes
Before
Mitchell can get overly sensitive about particular jokes, usually ones
I used to
centering
be
around
like
him.
that.
Um,
Yeah.
and let's see.
I used to be like that, like back when the hot thing was just calling me gay, and I would get like so upset. But
uh,
nowadays, well, I've embraced it, and like I kind of hoped Mitchell would do that too. But I don't know. He's seeming pretty steady.
yeah, I don't know.
Continue your
Um,
train wreck.
right. I think um, my thing about Kyle is both my favorite and least favorite is how again he's very quiet, but when he does speak, it's like a little golden nugget being hatched. Cause it's hilarious when we're all in the room together and we're like meshing well, but when it's just like the two of us or like there's only a few of us in the room, it seems a bit more awkward than it is like like
Yeah,
yeah. Sometimes that's a thing.
I mean, be this too for you personally. You have the least experience with Kyle, I guess, as opposed to
Yeah.
like both Mitchell and I hang out with him one on one from time to time. So it's like we're used to figuring out how to mesh with him, like and getting past the awkwardness.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm kind of like that. I guess we're all kind of like that with you a little bit because none of us really hang out like one on one.
Yeah,
I did that like at the very beginning when we first met, but I was like really crazy back then too.
we all were. It's
So it
okay.
was like it was not a good look for me back then. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess maybe I'm more harsh on myself than I should be, but still, I'm always like, well, really screwed the pooch on that one.
Well, darn. Well,
Uh,
shucks.
uh, but what did you already got? Oh, you haven't done me or you yet.
Right. Me, I think sometimes, at least I used to be a bit more obtuse with the video game selection. Sometimes I would be like, man, I don't like this game, and I'd just be on my phone or something. But I've kind of started to get out of that, where I'll just like participate whether I know the game or not.
Like, speaking from experience, kind of I wouldn't say notorious, but like when we mentioned you're like, yeah, he's hard to please. You know?
Yeah,
We went to
that's.
some like stupid Pokemon concert like 2 years ago. We were like, yeah, he would hate this,
I
but
mean, yeah,
I just sat there.
I probably
Uh,
would have. I mean, honestly, I don't know.
but
Not that I would hate it. It's
uh,
just it's not something I'm familiar with like you guys are, so I wouldn't be as enthralled with the setting itself, but being there with you guys would still be fun.
I don't know. Yeah, I usually like I hate a lot of the things we consume, but I just like I don't know. Am I that weathered to where I'm just like willing to put up like everything I hate? This is normal reaction for me.
No, that's definitely something I get. Not just from you guys, but like some of my friends I have online. And I guess I'm just like the cynical one of the bunch wherever I'm in. Uh,
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. I mean, Kyle can be even more realistic than you, though. I'd say you'll want to do something. No,
No.
it's like there's no point in this. It's like, all right, well, let's call everything meaningless.
Damn, got him.
There goes our activities.
Really, really did the old 1-2 puncheroo on him.
The primary thing, I don't know how you feel about this, but like when we go outside, like in the woods at night or whatever, usually at night, but you were like I want to say you were like the what would you call that? You were like the pioneer of that hobby, but I think Kyle's been the one who consistently hates them the most. Like I recall him very vividly saying probably multiple times now, what is the singular point in this?
I mean, I don't know either, man. He's got a
Uh,
fair point.
I tried to figure out what the point of that was too.
I mean,
Uh,
I guess it's just something that's I don't know. It's kind of fun to do sometimes. Bumbling
it's an
around.
escape
Yeah.
from video games too.
Hmm.
Get outside,
It's like a neutral zone where we can all make fun of you for trying to climb up cliffs and kill yourself.
free of game genre. We're
That.
in the game of life. Uh, yeah, or it's to live out a male power fantasy.
That's it. You got
Yes,
it.
dude. Yeah. Men only want one thing, and it's disgusting, and that's to wander around aimlessly in the woods. Uh, uh great. Okay. Oh, you still didn't cover me. I'm like the worst one. You got to get me.
Oh, the worst one. I mean,
Everybody's the worst one according to themselves, I guess. But
every,
whatever.
um, I can't really. I can't. I don't know.
And there's a lot of things about me that used to be really bad.
I mean, yeah, that was. I mean, I think that's the case for all of us, though.
Yeah.
So, as far as recent memory goes, I can't think of any particularly like gross and or negative, awful qualities that would stick out to me. Um, on,
Disgusting.
on first on first thought.
I think I can still be pretty stubborn. Can be a good thing in certain ways, but
I,
sometimes it feels like I'm harassing y'all when I'm trying to get you to do something.
yeah, yeah. Well, we're all pretty stubborn in our own ways, so I mean, that's not necessarily a you thing.
But usually, especially since I'm the one who's usually more risky when it comes to real life stuff, I'll be like, "Come on, you guys, do this. It's fun."
Oh, right. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I do it because I want you to do it, but like it's still overbearing.
I mean, sometimes you win, you know, like that with that rope swing. You managed to get Mitchell to do it,
Or wait, did I? Oh,
or you got
he tried.
yeah, you got
He helped me once, and he helped me fall in. I almost he almost swung him.
I think that's one of my favorite things that we've done. You know, in our bumbling wilderness escapades, is that stupid that stupid swing.
Yeah, I think it's probably also because it like resembled something human in sport.
It
Like when you
reflects on human nature.
the human nature of rope swinging. Be back to the Tarzan days. But I mean, that's kind of something I've thought about a little bit. Is, if we could find more places to go, like explore or otherwise, where we have like actual physical activities to do other than just wandering.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been to a couple playgrounds. Those are kind of eventful. 'Cause it's also like, oh, here's a thing. But yeah. Um, yeah, I think I agree with you on your answers.
Wow.
Like, actually, like I'm not just saying that to be polite. I actually agree with you on your answers.
I got the Mills
There you go.
bill. I won.
You got the $1 million question.
Nice. I'm smarter
But
than a fifth grader.
I'm Jeff Foxworthy.
Are you?
I'll
Identity fraud is not a joke, okay?
have you arrested. All right, here we go. Oh, this is maybe related to the last question, and then after this one more like serious question, and then two stupid ones.
Okay.
So, what should we do more, and what should we do less as a friend group?
Um, I think we should always try to do more things that incorporate all of us when possible, obviously. Um, like whether it be games that all of us can play at the same time, or again, more like interesting locations to bumble around in. That way, we're all a little bit more engaged and not just walking. um, I think,
Uh,
yeah, if we were to do anything less, it would probably be like those situations where there's one person playing a game, and that's kind of it for a while. Which,
Everybody's doing something completely different.
yeah, either everyone's off doing their own separate thing within the same room, or we're all watching one person
True
play a
bonding.
game while complaining about it. But it's hard to always find things for everyone to do at the same time, so
So
it's
that's
kind of
even
understandable.
when it's just Kyle and I hanging out. Like we have so much difficulty finding like two-player things to do.
Yeah, that's kind of just the video game market as it stands right now. Most games that do have any form of co-op or multiplayer are online only, so. But you know, even that can still be fun. Just chilling with the dudes.
Um, uh, hold on. You still there?
No.
I hear you. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I just heard something from you.
I bonked my mouse on my
What you do?
keyboard.
Oh,
What?
cutting in and out for me.
Well, you've been cutting in and out a
The
little
world's
bit
most
too, but
really.
here, let's try leaving the call and joining back real quick. That usually fixes it for me. Okay. I'm back.
You there?
Yeah.
Okay. Everything's still recording and everything.
Yeah. Mid podcast technical difficulties aside.
It says it keeps fluctuating. It was at 1 bar a second ago. Now it's
Oh,
back at 3. I can't hear you again. What the? Okay, wait. I heard
well,
you.
I wasn't saying anything, so there's that.
Good quality stuff. Even though we're both in like civilized neighborhoods with good internet.
Yeah. Here, I think it might have been. Is this better? Because I think it might have been Discord, culling my my voice like a bit too much. What?
Speak up.
No.
Oh
Why would
damn!
I?
I can hear you. Okay, now I can hear you.
Okay.
We're doing what?
Huh?
What were you saying about Discord?
Oh, I was saying Discord might have been like cutting my voice off a bit too much because of the sensitivity settings.
Auto.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's also just like I see the green icon for like when you're talking and like no sounds coming through, and I think that's just the connection. It's whatever.
Oh.
We've made it this far, all right. All right. Anyway, okay. This is the last serious question. And, what is your earliest memory of each person?
Uh. Right. So. It would start with you because you were the first one I met because that stupid English class. I think my earliest memory with you would be that stupid. There's those really early stupid videos we did, like making fun of that here in my garage guy, like because he was kind of. It was like 2016. Yeah, Ty Lopez. He was kind of relevant at the time.
It was fall of 2015.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah. Um,
I only know this because I have the videos still
that and we played
on the internet.
that and we played The Amazing Spider-Man 2, and we both hated it. And I started the video out the worst way possible.
It's a pretty legendary opening phrase.
God, it makes my blood tingle with embarrassment.
Yeah, I mean, no, I think it aged well.
It just really encompasses how I have not mentally matured past like 15.
I still think it's like I'd rather watch that than like any of the really early videos I had with me or Kyle or Mitchell, especially Mitchell back when he sounded like a 5-year-old kid.
Yeah, wow, his voice went crazy. I
Just
mean,
like straight up little 5-year-old Fortnite kid to like
And then
all the
like
way.
yeah, and then like a video later he's dropped like 2 octaves. Like
That
damn,
vocal range
look at this dude.
here
Let's see.
is something.
And all right, and then Kyle. I think I can't remember if Mitchell was there, but I know Kyle. I think my first memory of him was when we were hanging out at your house back when you lived in that apartment, like right next to that 7-Eleven, and you fell asleep early on the couch, so we stuffed every single stuffed animal in your house that we could find on top of you. I don't know why we decided to do that, but we both committed to it.
It's a pretty good peak comedy.
And then Mitchell,
Just
I think my first earliest memory of Mitchell would be one of the first time. I think the first time we all went to the 7-Eleven together as a group, because I put on some really stupid jacket and like hat and sunglass combo that you had lying around, and I made a joke about like Watch Dogs because again it was like 2015
uh,
and that game had just came out, and like
uh,
Mitchell was the only one who got the joke.
or I think Kyle would have gotten it.
If he
He
did,
got
he
that
did.
like
If he did, he didn't say anything.
he just like upped like a few degrees in a smile, quiet smile of understanding. Uh, uh, your is those are those your answers?
That's my final answer.
Okay. I'm gonna have to fact check you on this.
Uh oh.
Unfortunately, your answers were partially incorrect.
Oh really?
So, the first time we ever went to the Subway Express, was actually just Kyle, you, and I.
Yeah, no, I'm saying the first time all of us went together.
Mitchell. Yes. Yeah, you're correct. In that case, you are correct.
Yeah.
You won $5 million.
Oh my god. How much of it are you gonna take as taxes?
Like you get like 2,000.
Uh
Uh, you get uh, the money that like getting like second place, but like slightly more. What was the other? Did I have anything else to like um lease you on in your answer?
I don't know, did you?
No, I think your memory serves pretty well.
Wow. I won.
You you've won a big fat nothing.
Oh, yes.
Mainly more space.
What?
Too much stuff, not enough space.
Too much stuff, not enough space.
You just one space.
Nice. I can fit like 2 things in there.
Uh, two stuffs.
2 stuffs. Trademark.
Uh, all right. And now, well, first of all, this was going to take place closer to Thanksgiving.
Oh,
I have a
good
question
job.
here. What are you thankful for?
Uh, I'm
You,
I'm
you don't.
thankful. I'm thankful for uh uh. What's the
All right.
correct answer? No, I'm
Next
kidding.
question. Uh, yeah, that was haha Thanksgiving.
I'm thankful for Christopher Columbus. He discovered Asia or something.
Destroyed Asia.
Oh, that's what he did.
The Victoria Royale.
Shut the hell up.
Uh, the this is kind of this is the final question of the Q&A
Uh-oh.
segment. It also sounds kind of depending on how you interpret it, it sounds kind of condescending,
Oh boy.
but maybe not. Uh, and that is, where do you see all of us in 10 years?
10 years? That's kind of hard because I can't even envision where I'll be in like 2 weeks. But let's see. In 10 years, I don't know. I would like to think that we'd still be friends, even if like not on a constant basis. Um, like having fucking sleepovers when we're 30. Um, but
It's weird to think about.
yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't really know what career paths we would all be going down because that's not something we really talk about ever.
Let's say, a no-no zone.
A what?
We don't talk about like our life ambition. We don't talk about hopes and
Yeah,
dreams here.
yeah. That's not something we really do, and I'm fine with that. Like some of my other friends would be like, "What? You guys don't talk about that stuff?" I'm like, "No. I mean, do we need to? Is that a necessity to be like friends trademark? Is that how you get the
Friends, like the show,
100%?
like the Netflix.
What?
Friends, the critically acclaimed TV show. Uh, uh, yeah.
But probably we'll probably just kind of be, if I had to guess, doing our own things, but still in touch and whatnot.
About it. Like, even since like Kyle and I have started college, we're already like a year and a half into that. So
Wow.
that's only like the most. I'd say that's like relatively the most recent iteration of us.
Yeah.
Is like years or so.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, time. In some ways, time goes really slow. In other ways, it's like fast.
Yeah.
Slow, but then you compile it. You get a best moments compilation. That's your memory.
Yeah, your memories of Family Guy
Uh,
funny moments compilation.
uh, it's like that phrase. The past is just a story you teach yourself, or you tell yourself rather.
Wow,
Deep.
that's deep, bro.
No, do I get like pre-philosophy points?
Yeah, Plato is gonna give you a crisp high five.
Uh, yeah, well, whatever the reason is, we do like the exact opposite of the time. Even me saying that philosophical phrase sounded very stupid, even though it was kind of a decent, whatever.
Really makes you think, huh?
Yeah. It really makes you think, comma, question mark. Uh, all right, so that's the Q&A segment.
Wow, I made it.
This is a very one-sided Q&A.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means I literally asked you all the questions and you didn't get the answer.
Oh.
Uh, it was fun though. Just
Okay.
kidding.
Damn.
Um,
I really thought I had a knack for this whole Q and
what do you?
A thing.
I'll never be able to QAs from now on.
Damn.
QAing days are.
Oh man. Oh.
Wow. How long have we been going?
Uh, 1 hour and 14 minutes.
And just like that, we've shot out a podcast.
Shout out is definitely the best phrase to describe it with.
So this is the part where we close it up and then we like plug our channels and our merch
Oh yeah, yeah.
in the next.
Go to teesprings.com/chunky monkey for a 30% off discount on our new line of t-shirts. The shirts are just, it just says the word uh Dennis.
Like the name Dennis I'm in. And then we have a new shirt out today, and it's just the URL w.help.com/me. That would be a good shirt though.
That would.
Yeah, like that's actually good merch.
We got, all right, we got some money to make. Screw this whole podcast thing.
We're going out on the streets with our new line of t-shirts. Uh, and hit up our Patreon in the link below.
Yeah, definitely do all of these things and more.
Yeah, for for $5 a month, you'll get an exclusive picture taken by us, like of our computer screen
It's pretty cool, right?
while we're recording.
It's pretty
Screenshot of the
cool.
audio wave Audacity.
Well, I pity the poor teacher you have that has to wade his ears through this, but we did it.
Uh, I blame not myself.
I blame Obama.
I absolve myself of any responsibility. And with that, I guess we'll close it here, but we won't actually close the call.
All
We'll
right.
say bye and then I'll edit it later.
Okay. All right. We gotta say it on sync.
All right.
3, 2. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Now. Drive safe. Bye.